What's up guys, my name is JadyCook5 and welcome to the review of the Southampton versus Chelsea game where Chelsea came out top trumps in a 5-1 victory. Before we do get into this review, if you haven't also already, please hit that like button, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. It really helps me out and it would be much appreciated if you are able to do the necessary to help this channel grow. So Chelsea 5, Southampton 1. Wow. Seems to be that we've got our Chelsea back, doesn't it? I was a little bit sceptical going into this game, especially when I saw the lineup. I'll go into that in a second. It was one of those games where I feel like anything could have happened at that moment in time, but we really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck. Many changes made by Enzo Maresca, changing the goalkeeper, changing his striker, his back four, in his midfield, like the attacking wise. There's a lot of changes to be made, and sometimes when you do make changes, it doesn't seem to go the way of what you would like it to be. But that was never the case on this particular occasion, and we seemed to get the job done no matter what, which was really, really nice to see in fairness. And it all started from a free kick, from a corner kick, from Enzo Fernandez, where he was managed to whip the ball in, and Axel Disasi was able to pick that up and put it straight in the net there after hovering just over the top there. They didn't really seem to jump that up, but he was just managed to kind of get onto it, get his goal, and it will give him some sort of confidence because obviously he hasn't really been starting these games. We've only seen him in the Conference League, so something like that will do him a real big favour. And another assist for Enzo Fernandez. I don't know where this form is coming from, but we want it to continue because this is the man that we bought from Benfica. This is the man that won the World Cup at the end of the day, so it's really nice to see. Southampton came fighting back in the 11th minute thanks to Joe Aribo. Big mistake from Enzo Fernandez in fairness, and poor defending. It was just one of those where it was just poor defending from Fernandez. I don't think the defenders expected him to get as far, and it's a simple tapping in the end. It's just one of those where it's just kind of against the run of play. One mistake was made and they've made the most of it. It's as simple as. But it didn't take Chelsea long at all. 6 minutes later, Christopher Nkunku was able to fire home after the keeper making a massive mistake there. Bearing in mind Southampton were playing their third choice keeper in Joe Lumley today due to the injuries they've had, and they're going to have even more worries with the suspensions, and I'll go into that in a sec. But it was Christopher Nkunku that was able to kind of get the second goal of the game and kind of get things rolling once again for Chelsea, thanks to the efforts of Noni Madueke chipping in with the assist, and he also chipped in with a goal also in the 34th minute at a well taken driven ball into the bottom corner, found himself opening it up for 3-1, which was really nice to see. João Felix with the assist on that particular occasion, and not so long after it got a bit worse for Southampton. Jack Stevens being sent off straight red after the impediment of pulling on Cucurella's hair. It will probably take you back to that moment against Spurs where he had his hair pulled down and nothing was given. So maybe that's justifiable for something now. Looked a tad soft to me, but you can't be doing those things at the end of the day. There's no attention to getting the ball and you're just wanting to bring down the player. So I understand the reasoning for making that decision as the referee. Into the second half, we had abundance of chances. It seemed to be that we just couldn't really seem to find the back of the net. Bearing in mind in the first half as well, we hit the post from Cole Palmer, Tosin hit the bar, and Felix once again. It was just one of those games where I just couldn't really seem to get the goals, even though we were 3-1 up. It was just a weird one in fairness. But in the second half, Cole Palmer was able to smash home a goal. It was pretty much a goal for Christopher Nkunku, but he snatched it off him. And as he put in his caption, "Sorry, boss, I had to do that because of the FPL managers were basically counting on me," which I thought was quite funny from Cole Palmer. And Nkunku sees the light of that. But he did actually grab an assist for that particular goal, so at least he got something out of it. And then it was Jadon Sancho's turn after getting his goal, his first Chelsea goal. He's had plenty of assists in his Chelsea career so far, but he was able to get his goal thanks to the assist of Malo Gusto. Really good game. I'm really happy how it ended up in fairness. And this was the side, and this is what I mean by the changes. Jorgensen in goal. He made his first Premier League start, and I felt like he was pretty good in fairness. Did what he needed to do. Multiple saves when called upon, and good distribution as well. And that's what we need. Unlucky to not keep a clean sheet, and I feel like if we were to avoid at that moment, we would have been able to do so. but unfortunately not to be on that occasion. Moving forward to the left-hand side of Cucurella, consistent once again. Didn't really have to do much defensively, in my opinion, and it was just nice to have it where he was just, again, just proving his worth. He could have had an assist on his hands, but it wasn't to be on that particular occasion. But a lot of energy, a lot of movement, and a 7.5 for Cucurella. I mentioned 8.5 for Jorgensen as well. Really, really happy with his performance. Moving to the centre-backs, Tosin and Disasi. Tosin, 6.5, hit the woodwork twice. So what more can you do in that moment? I felt like he was slightly poorly positioned on the opener, losing his marker, and he just looked a little bit shaky at sometimes, but especially before the red card. But he did his job that was needed, and 6.5 for himself. And then Disasi, 7.0, a great finish on the corner. Seen that a few times in the Conference League now, and he's getting some confidence about himself. Had a good block at one point as well, where he looked like he was able to kind of organise the defence after looking slightly disorganised. But yeah, really solid performance from Disasi. And to be honest, if we're seeing performances like that, then there's no reason why he shouldn't be in the team. So really happy to see that on his sort of front. Moving forward to the right-hand side, we've got Malo Gusto. Caught out slightly a bit today, which wasn't the best. Obviously, he got assist at the end for Sancho, which was really nice to see. But I guess he was vital in possession to a certain degree because he allowed his midfielders like Enzo and Caicedo to really push. So some good, some bad. But yeah, not the worst, not the best from himself. Fernandes, once again, really good. 8.5 for myself. Just the assist in itself and his thriving transition to be able to defend and attack at the same time, and the energy really, really helps. Just one slight thing I would say for Enzo, that the defence needs to improve, but apart from that, he's doing pretty well, I have to say. And same goes for Caicedo. The balance between the two midfielders that we've got currently is working really well, and I feel like the transition in play is just such a good way and a feel of it, to be honest. And it's just such a consistent effort towards the defensive. Good passing, never lose the ball, and an 8.5 one also for Moises Caicedo. Moving forward to the attacking wise, we have João Felix, silky dribbling, should have scored. At least he got an assist a bit behind himself, but yeah, he should have scored with that header in the second half. It just unfortunately looked harder to miss than it did to score, but it is unfortunate, and he's definitely proving his worth in a blue shirt. Madueke, my man of the match in my opinion. One goal, one assist, demonstrated a lot of dribbling aspects and part of his game that really drove forward, and kind of dangerous crosses in as well that caused a lot of problems for the Southampton defence. A well taken finish, a good assist, and he could have scored more. That's probably the only bad thing I can say about him for it. But 9.5 for Madueke, absolutely brilliant performance. Cole Palmer, excellent again, brilliant at finding pockets in terms of the space and things like that. Really pushed on the back line. Bearing in mind they're playing a 5 at the back today, Southampton. So in fairness, I feel like we did really, really well with that. And once again, he's just absolutely unbelievable. We're just living in a Palmer world at this moment in time. Lastly, we're going for Christopher Nkunku. Brilliant time roll for the goal. Obviously, calm and collected. Could have had a second if it wasn't for Palmer nabbing his. But demonstrated why he should be kind of a muddle for Enzo Maresca in that way to be in the side, because he's proving that he can score goals on every single occasion. 3 substitutions today: Jordan Sancho, Renato Vega, and Dewsbury Hall. Only one that I can comment is Sancho because he got his goal and it was a great finish, and that's what he needed, I feel like, in his Chelsea career. He's had plenty of assists so far, but he just hasn't had that goal, and he's had plenty of chances at it. But it's nice to see today that he was able to take his chance and get his goal. But we move forward now to Tottenham on Sunday, which is a massive game, and in fairness, I feel like if we're able to compete in that and win against Spurs, then I feel like we're really in for a shout of this season. But time will tell. It's a long old season and anything can happen. We can easily drop points and be back down the pecking order. It's just how tight it is at this moment in time, bearing in mind with Arsenal being Man United, they also keep their pressure on, but we go second at this moment in time, and I feel like we're in a great position so far. Enzo is bringing the joy back in the club, and I feel like this will only continue further on into the season. But that is it for this review. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Please like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.